What's up guys, Cody here, and today I want to take a look at Aatrox and the changes that were given to him in this patch. So, before this patch, Aatrox was this fighter that more or less couldn't do much in most all team comps and against most every team composition. However, there was a few times where Aatrox could shine and his potential could be seen. Riot decided that they wanted to fix him, or at least tweak him right now, and change up some of his things, change up his passive. And the thought was nice, but the end result was more or less a huge nerf and put Aatrox down to the worst champion in League now. So, let's take a look at his Q, W, and E first before we take a look at his passive. First thing to note is that they removed all health costs aside from his E, which now only takes 30 health to use. That's a good change. That's a good change there. What's bad though is his Q damage is down significantly. His W damage is down significantly. His heal on his W, the extra triple bonus health that you get using the healing part of this W, is now gone. Not really all that great. And the only good thing that came out of his damages was that his E kinda does more damage now. Kind of. So, that's not really a great thing now, is it? Well then let's take a look at Aatrox's passive. They've just taken away the whole Bloodwell gives you extra AD thing, and the more Bloodwell you have when you die, the more health you get when you revive. That's all gone. They have now is virtually a 5-stack Bloodwell system that once you hit 5 stacks with it, you gain Blood Rush. You'll get 1 stack for using Q, 1 stack for using your E, and 1 stack for using your damage form of your W. So now when Aatrox gets this Blood Rush, he gains 25% base AD, and he gets 20 to 50% attack speed depending upon his level. That sounds pretty good, right? Well, not really, when you then also have to be in Blood Rush to get his Revive. Now, this Revive is now conditional, which they have lowered the cooldown on his Revive. But, how hard is it to get this 5-stack Bloodwell for his Blood Rush? Extremely difficult! It is near impossible to get it in most every fight. Because what's going to happen is, as Aatrox, you want to build like a bruiser, you want to get some damage and some tank items, okay? So you're not really all that tanky, but you're tanky enough where you won't necessarily get blown up immediately. Especially since you had your revive before, but now you don't have that revive. Until you get 5 stacks. Like I said before, you get 1 stack for using every ability aside from your ult, pretty much. And your W doesn't count if you're healing. So let's just assume you're in your damage W, you Q in, you hit them with an auto, and you E them. That's 3 stacks. You then have to wait for your Q and your E to come back off cooldown to get the other 2 stacks you need to be able to have your revive. That's gonna take 6 seconds to do. So then you can say, oh, you can attack fast because if you get 3 attacks off and get your W again, then that's gonna deal damage. Correct. However, you are then deciding to not heal yourself with your W. So that's an issue there. So what's gonna happen is you will die before you can use your abilities again. You will die before you can get your 3 attacks off, or your 6 attacks off, I should say. And you will die, and you will feel really upset because you feel like you're doing no damage whatsoever because they nerfed all your damage as Aatrox, and you won't revive because that's tied to your Bloodwell, tied to this Blood Rush that you need 5 stacks for, which you're never going to get in a team fight. Unless they just choose not to focus you for some reason, even though you're not really that tanky. Even when you build tank, you're not really that tanky, and if you build just straight tank items, then you're doing no damage whatsoever, especially since they nerfed all your damage. So yeah, Aatrox. In a much worse position than he was before. Serious changes need to happen to fix this guy if we're going to keep this type of kit that he has now. They need to fix his ratios and his base damages on his abilities. They need to fix how this blood rush works, how the blood well is filled. They need to do something about this. If you're going to put forth an effort into fixing Aatrox, into making him a better champion, then at least know what you're doing, Riot, because this just doesn't work. The best experience I had with this new Aatrox was getting Black Cleaver going full tank. That was the only time I wasn't instantly destroyed, and it just felt very lackluster. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you did. And put down below in the comments what you think of Aatrox right now, what you think Riot should do about Aatrox, because this is much worse than the previous one, and I really don't think they know what they're doing. We'll see in the coming weeks if they can fix it. Thanks guys, see you in the next one.